welcome to the Natural Fibres podcast. My name's Kersti.
And I'm Merike.
And today we're doing a quick micro episode to talk about all things the holidays, a couple quick gift ideas, and if you still have time to make something, we have some of those as well.
Yeah, some of the ideas I put down are literally things you could make in like an evening or less. Because I know I'm sometimes literally making a present like Christmas Eve.
Yeah, I will be last minute this year. Very last minute.
I already am. So we're trying to help you if you're in the same boat.
Yes.
So can we do a quick reading, listening to, watching kind of
Okay.
So I found a new podcast, which is exciting because it's hard to find a new one that I want to like binge and keep listening to.
Especially since a lot of our podcasts have ended.
Or they're not like releasing right now. So you know the like I don't know if you'd call her a chef. I guess a chef, Ina Garten.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like...
She had a moment this year.
Yeah. So she's gotten like huge again, which I feel like she was a little while ago. And then she like kind of resurfaced.
She's like kind of more cooking Martha Stewart.
Yeah. Like she's a bit like friendlier Martha Stewart too. Because she's like a jolly like 70-something-year-old.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I listened to an episode of her on Amy Poehler's podcast, which I've been listening to as I've mentioned. But then they mentioned that Ina has a podcast. And I was like, oh. It's called Be My Guest. Have you heard of it?
No.
So she basically just has people, other like interesting people. They're not necessarily famous, but they're usually like known for something. Will come to her house in the Hamptons. Great.
Vibes.
And they literally just talk you through cooking something.
That's fun.
And you can hear them cooking. Like you can hear like the sizzling and the chopping and stuff. And then they'll like have a bit of an interview. And they're like 25, 30-minute episodes. So they're like...
Fun.
It's just like...
Yeah.
It feels like you're sitting in a kitchen listening to like your grandma cook or something. Not that I ever really did that. But you know what I mean?
Could.
Like,
Yeah. Stanley Tucci did something like that earlier this year. It's on YouTube. And he didn't cook for people, but he had people for dinner. And he mixed and matched. Like, he had, like, a Formula One racer and, like, a philosopher and, like...
Because then they talk about weird stuff because they're not, like, in the same circles.
And it was just, like, a normal dinner.
Yeah.
That you wouldn't expect to have with, like,
a dinner
really
party,
famous people.
But you get to listen in, like a fly on the wall.
Yeah.
And
then I think they had question cards.
Cool.
So then they did that towards the end, and they kept having different courses come.
Ooh, okay. These are, like, the same thing, one's just watching, one's listening. Perfect. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna have to watch that one. Do you know what it was called, or I'll just find it? Stanley Tucci
dinner party something. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's great.
But yeah, the Ina Garten one's Be My Guest, I'm pretty sure it's called. And wait, I had one more thing that I haven't tried listening to yet, but I found it through Ina's podcast. It was like a podcast chain. Was, you know Julia Louis-Dreyfus, like from Seinfeld? She's like funny and awesome. She has her podcast. All these older ladies are starting podcasts, which I love.
Yeah.
But hers is called Wiser Than Me, and she talks to older women.
Oh, that's fun.
And like she had like Jane Fonda on, she had a whole bunch of like wise older ladies.
Yeah.
Which like they often don't get to like share their wisdom because people go, oh well, you know, whatever.
Yeah. So. Dax Shepard has had like 3 80-year-olds on this fall on Armchair Expert, which
untapped resource.
And they are the one actor, I forget who it was, but he literally like lived in England post World War II and was like talking about it, and I was just like, this is awesome. Like, why are there not more conversations about this? Because this could be lost so easily. And podcasts are the perfect space for them to like actually talk about their lives.
Yeah, it's not an interview where like you're just answering like the common question.
Yeah, and it's not like 10 minutes long. It's like actually significant. You can go through their childhood and stuff.
Yeah, so I haven't listened to it, so I'm not vouching for it, but I imagine it'll be good.
I think it'll be good.
How could it not be? Do you have any listening tos or watchings or readings?
I have not read a single book since November, so that's traumatizing. I will be getting back on that. And I have so many holiday books that I bought that I bought them in September because I love a Christmas book. I love a Hallmark movie, like it goes hand in hand.
But you weren't allowed to read them yet.
But I wasn't allowed to read them yet, but then I haven't been reading in November and December.
I bet when the Christmas break hits, you'll be like sitting on the couch all day reading.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I need it. I need that energy. And then hot take, I don't like any of the Netflix Christmas movies this year.
Oh, you watched them and you didn't like them?
I don't like them. And I am a stan of The Christmas Prince. Like, I love a really bad Netflix movie, but none of these, and maybe I'm just not in the right mood for it.
Yeah.
And it could be a me thing, but none of them this year were that good. They felt
I haven't watched them yet.
There's like one about a girl goes to France to close a deal, and then she ends up at a champagne house, and I'm like, this is a movie of Emily in Paris.
Oh.
But new season of Emily in Paris comes out next week, and I'm very excited for that, because I'm also in a drought of, like, shows.
Good show, yeah.
So I know also people have different opinions on Emily in Paris, but...
Yeah, but it's fun,
good.
easy watching.
And she's in Rome now, and
Ooh,
it's
fun.
like...
Emily in Rome.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I started watching a new... it's not new show, new to me. Did you hear about Fleabag being huge a few years ago? Did you ever watch it?
I watched a couple episodes.
Weird vibes.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just started watching it. I think I'm on episode 3 or 4. And I watch it, and Adam has to go to bed early for work now. So, I have, like, this hour where I can, like, watch kind of whatever I want. Which, like, not that I couldn't with him, but I don't think it's a show he'd like. It's very, like, raunchy female comedy.
Yeah.
Which...
I feel like Fleabag is such a good move from Rivals.
Yes, Fleabag is very, like, modern-day version of Rivals, which we talked about last episode, which, again, raunchy British comedy.
Yeah.
But Fleabag, she, like, talks to the camera a lot, which is weird and funny, but she's, like, kooky.
It gives me an older version of Enola Holmes.
Yes, yeah. It's like if Enola Holmes went to, like, a bit of a dark route.
Yeah.
But I like it so far, so... Stay tuned on my actual review.
Okay.
But I would say if you liked Rivals, you'd probably find some enjoyment from Fleabag.
Rivals was so good.
Because it's like, yeah, it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
I can't put a finger on if I like it or not.
That's fair.
Warning, if you're like not someone who likes raunchy things, Fleabag is like 100% not for you. Like it starts off hard. So anyway.
Pun intended.
Yeah, pun intended. And we'll leave it there.
I didn't realize you made that pun.
Yeah.
Okay, should we run through some of my...
Yes, we'll pull out we screenshotted things, so we're not just on our phones. We are telling you some fun ideas.
Okay, so I wanted to start with Cosmo in the Philippines did an article titled Buy Brain Rot, Why Having an Analog Bag is the Key to Lessening Your Doom Scrolling. And their definition of an analog bag is a tote filled with things that remind you that life's beyond your screen. Journals, novels, puzzles, watercolor kits, basically hobbies that don't need Wi-Fi. I have been analog and kidding my whole life.
Have you also heard about, like, the comfort pile or whatever? It's, like, the pile of all your activities that you just move around the house. Because I've always done that.
My tote has significantly gotten bigger as of the last year or two because I bring a Kindle, I bring a book, I bring a knitting project, I bring a second knitting project sometimes depending on I don't know what I'm doing. I bring my water bottle, recently bead embroidery, which we'll get to. My bags have gotten bigger and Joey's always like, you don't need a Kindle and a book and
But
two
you do
knitting
because
projects.
you don't know what the vibe will be when you get there.
Yeah.
Because if you're sitting alone waiting for something, then you can read on your Kindle. If there's other people around, maybe you have to knit. If there's a table, maybe you bead embroider. You don't know what the vibe's going to be when you get there. And you don't want to be the weirdo that's like, what's the vibe? Will I have a table? You need to bring all the options.
Yes. And I do this all the time going to my in-laws, and I have been for years.
Yeah,
and
I do it too.
I never knit at my in-laws, but I always have a bag with my knitting at my in-laws.
Oh, I have knit at the in-laws, but they often think that it means I don't want to talk, but it actually is my way of being more comfortable to talk.
That's true. I always,
I'm open for approach.
After sitting for like a couple hours and not doing anything with my hands, which as you and I both know, it's like very uncomfortable not to be doing that, even right now for some reason.
Also, it keeps me off my phone. Like the whole analog thing.
Yeah.
It actually, my hands are now busy, so I can't look at my phone, which is actually, to me, less rude.
Yeah, which is like when you're at a gathering and everyone's on their phone nowadays, and it's like, well, I might as well be knitting.
It would be way nicer if we were all doing something analog.
Imagine
we went back to the man in the corner doing, like, reading the newspaper. The woman over there is knitting.
Yeah.
The person over there is maybe, like, I don't know, looking through a magazine for recipes while someone else cooks.
And I love reading with other people around.
Me too.
Like, I know but, like, I love it. Also, I'm having a friend's holiday party next Saturday.
Phone bowl.
And I should do a phone bowl.
Yeah. I think people will fight you, but you could try.
Oh, no, I think I should do it. I think I think I have the right crowd of people to do it.
Maybe I'll do a phone bowl for my, like, little family Christmas, because there's, like, what is it, gonna be, like, 16 of us now or something?
Yeah.
So maybe I'll be like, nope.
Because it takes one person to pull out their phone.
And then everybody feels uncomfortable, and then everyone pulls out their phone.
Yeah.
But what if everyone pulls out their analog bag? Also, it doesn't need to be called that, but I do like the term.
Yeah, I like the term.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of my, like, news thing. I have gift ideas.
Yes, we can do are they gift ideas or crafting ideas or both?
I have gift ideas for crafters.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
fine. Well,
Yes.
I have craft ideas.
Because
so we'll do opposites.
So I'm going to share my actual gift that I'm giving for Christmas. Where is it? I'm sitting on it.
Oh, yeah, I can pull out a show and tell.
So I bead embroidered.
Wait, describe it for the listeners.
So I bead embroidered a cowboy boot for my friend Julia. Shout out Julia if you listen. And put some fabric on the back. My mom helped. And it's on a string. And it looks like her cowboy boots.
It's so cute.
And I'm working on 3 other ones that will not be done by Christmas, but will be done for Christmas presents because that's how I roll.
Yeah, same.
So the beading part, especially something this small, takes 2 nights. So we still have time.
Yeah.
Definitely still doable. I'd say the finishing is a little bit more tedious. And that's like another night. So I think it's like a 3-night holiday party or holiday gift. But you can buy these for like $30 right now at Anthropologie.
Yeah.
And like I feel like it might cost more to like make this, but once you get
really
all the
special
stuff,
to tell people you made it.
Yeah, and once you get all the stuff, you can make multiple.
Yeah.
So
well, I think you could get into a good groove and get pretty quick.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
It's just when you get into the details, it's a
bit
funky.
But you could do like a more basic shape, like let's say a star, and you could probably get that done pretty quick.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, so some of my gifts. I like to read and knit. And I got my Kindle this time last year. And there's something called a Kindle stand pillow. So you put your Kindle in it and it's like a pillow base.
Oh, I've seen that, yes.
And you can have it anywhere with you. And then you get like a little remote. And you can get these on Amazon. I'm sure there's other places that are on Amazon. But if you have a crafter in your life... I don't know if these things are even at local places. But if you can, do it.
I bet Indigo has something like it.
Probably.
Which I know isn't that local, but it's a bit better. But it's
Canadian.
It's a bit better.
So we support.
Is it Canadian anymore?
Indigo's still Canadian.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. All right.
But great way for a crafter to read and knit. And if you have those skills, I think it's like if you have a crafter in your life or a reader in your life and you don't know what to get them because you maybe don't know what they're working on or what they like or this, that, whatever, those little tools
make a big difference.
Are a great
gift.
There's
also lots of crafts or like drawing or painting or something that like you could totally look up, read a little bit, and then work on your thing. And then like there's all sorts of crafts or arts that you could definitely use this tool.
100%. So that was my first one. And then, so I just had 2 like gifts for crafters. Fancy wool wash. You should be able to still get this before Christmas.
A lot of local yarn stores have it. And if they don't, then again, unfortunately, you could get it on Amazon.
Yes.
They do have it.
But go to your local yarn store first. Yeah. And also, if it's the day before Christmas, you can go to your yarn store faster.
Yeah, local yarn stores are open, at least the one I work at, is open on Christmas Eve until like 2 or something. So if it's like a panic, just go,
Fancy wool wash, I feel like would be such a great gift.
Yeah, because I don't buy for myself.
No.
It's one of those things I panic buy when I need it.
Yeah, and it's like a nice thing to be like, either A, you could ask for it, or B, if you have a crafter in your life, and then they're like,
it's a good stocking stuffer actually for a crafter, or a stocking stuffer for the person you're giving a crafted item to, because then they can take care of their gift.
And even if they're not a knitter or a crafter, if you gifted them anything handmade, give them the wool wash.
Yeah, they come in those single serve packets too. Like I gave my sister a single serve wool wash with the little t-shirt I made her son. Because I knew she wouldn't know what to wash it with, so.
And there's a lot of people nowadays that have really nice cashmere sweaters from companies.
True.
And they do not know how to properly wash their sweaters. Yeah. So I think literally anyone could benefit from a good wool wash.
But you've seen how people do, like, snow washing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom said she was doing it with her cashmere sweater, and I was like,
I did snow washing last year, and it was really nice. It was just fresh.
Yeah. Because it doesn't take a lot. Like, I mean, wool doesn't... I don't wash some of my sweaters ever.
No, I do once a year, but that's just because I sweat a lot. And I...
Because
I don't spill food.
You don't?
But...
Oh, I do.
We do have a moth problem.
True.
So, to avoid all moth problems, I do a once a year wash, and I usually do it in the spring so I can put them away clean. Mm-hmm. Because I don't really wear a lot of my sweaters in the summer. I started this about 2 years ago. This is a new thing.
Okay, I respect it. I've never done it, so respect.
But I also had like a serious moth problem, and I was panicking. So you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, that was my rapid fire.
Well, I have some little quick craft ideas that you can make, like with your bead embroidery, like in a night, in a few nights or less than a night. Okay. And there are kind of different mixes of crafts. Some of them are knitting, some of them are not. So first one is really simple, and I think is so cute. This is one screenshot, but it's basically if you know how sometimes like you're done a sewing project, like even from your bead embroidery, and you have like a tiny bit of scrap fabric after, and you're like, what the heck would I ever do with this? If you cut around the edges with the like pinking shears, you know, that make that nice little like jagged edge, then you can make and then put your scraps inside. They become little candies. So I'll put a picture, but they're little candies, so and because cute. You cut it with pinking shears, they have the nice little edge. And if you tie it with a little bit of thread and then make them into a garland, then you have candy garland or you have little ornaments.
I like that. Okay.
I figured they could also, if you made them, you can literally just put them on top of a present and it would look so cute. And it's a zero waste thing because the person who made them, I'll give credit, is Woodlark on Instagram. Follow them. They do awesome zero waste crafts. And they literally stuff them with like the tiny bits of yarn left over from things, like little tiny bits of stuffing. Like use whatever you have to stuff them. And then you're not wasting anything. And it requires zero sewing skills. Like the way she made it, it was like, oh, I could do that now. Like I don't have to like do anything complicated. So that was one. And then another fun idea that's super simple, different kind of craft, is air dry clay bead keychains. And you could totally customize it for whoever, like you're doing with the beading ornaments. Like think about what your friend likes or the colors they like or the shapes or whatever. Like so you could get a little more complicated than what they did here. Like here they're just like little cylinders with texture and then like a heart. But you could do like, I don't know, like a banana. Like, you know, you could get a bit funky. Yeah. And then you just literally stab a hole through the middle and then you let it dry and then put it on a little cord and all of a sudden you have a keychain. I feel like you could make that. Like, I mean, air dry clay at least takes, you know, like 24 hours or something. But if you did oven dry clay, you have to be careful with shrinkage on that one, though. But, you know, I think you could get them done pretty quick. And, like, if someone gave me that and they said they made it, I'd be really happy.
And I think a lot of these things, like, we're all crafters. And so we have a lot of stuff in cupboards.
I have a lot of air dry clay just sitting around. Like, I could make this tonight if I wanted.
I was like, I have that.
Also, if you don't have air dry clay, they have it at Dollarama. They have it at Dollar Tree, Walmart, Michael's. Like, they have it everywhere. It's not that expensive. It's really easy to use. So, fun idea. Do you want more craft ideas, or do you have
do
craft
one
ideas?
more.
One more? Okay. Final one that I would like to share is this. No, that's too complicated. I'll do this fun packaging idea for presents. So, if you want to do, I don't know if anyone else cares about zero waste packaging, but I really hate the idea of like people just throwing out wrapping paper in bags and stuff.
Especially wrapping paper that, I know this is going to sound weird, but like we have a fireplace, so we tend to try and get wrapping paper that you could like burn. Yeah. And there's a lot of wrapping paper that you can't burn.
And now it's just garbage. And someone's ripped it so you can't reuse it. And, like, I'm that person at a party that's, like, literally scrounging around, like, gathering and nicely folding the paper. Because, like, why would we not use it again? So, anyway, this is just brown paper stitched with embroidery floss. And then you just cut it. Isn't that adorable?
That is adorable.
Like, you could do that in any shape, too. Like, it doesn't have to be that. So, it's literally just brown paper, like, that you could get. I mean, you could even do with, like, thin cardboard. And you can just cut it into the shape of whatever your present is. And then hand stitch, like, literally up, down stitch, like, the simplest I think it's called running stitch. With embroidery floss in a thick embroidery or tapestry needle. And just go around the shape of it. And it looks so cute.
I love that. Especially, like, we switched to brown paper again for the burning purposes a couple years ago. Also, it looks really, really pretty.
Yeah.
That just elevates it.
Yeah, that looks like you, like, even let's say your present in there is pretty simple. Like, let's just a pair of socks. But it's wrapped like that.
That's so nice.
I'd be like, you thought about me. Yeah. And you can reuse every single portion of this or burn it.
Or burn it.
Or recycle it.
Yeah.
Like, and all of that. There's nothing wasteful there. So, anyway.
Okay.
I just thought that was lovely. But, yeah, we just wanted to pop on quickly and wish you all a Merry Christmas if you celebrate.
Happy holidays.
Yeah. And we'll talk to you very soon.
Happy crafting. In the new year.
Happy panic crafting. If you're like me.
Bye, guys. That was speed round.
That was speed round. This podcast is sponsored by and part of the Koigu family. The opinions expressed in this episode are not representative of Koigu Wool Designs as a company and are not meant to be taken as business advice. Learn more about Koigu at koigu.com and at Koigu Wool on Instagram.